to another episode of Follow Up. I'm Eden, and this is my dad, Noah, and every week we start by bed and have a conversation about something we want to talk about. And this week we're going to talk about the school shooting in Tennessee and what needs to happen now.
All right, so we saw this on the news again last week. We've talked about it before
with the
shooting in Uvalde, Texas, but we've talked before about how we put on the news every morning, we watch the news, we talk about things, and there's good and bad. I see that from all sides of parenting, that not to watch the news, the kids, yes, watch the news, depends on how you talk about
there's
it.
There's the good and bad news, which...
Sure. These days, it's a lot of bad news.
It's not good news anymore.
Right. So when that happened, we talked about it on our way home from Hebrew school on that Monday, and then of course it was on the news that night, and then the next morning. What were your first reactions?
I kind of felt like a little depressed because it's happening again, and we haven't done anything that would prevent this from happening.
Right.
I think we need it to do.
Right. So it's frustrating.
It's frustrating.
It's beyond the I would say the elementary side of just sadness here, because it sparks anger and frustration and the depression, because it continues to happen and nothing is being done about it. Especially in schools with kids. Especially in that. Like, there are shootings, but this is just the next level, I feel like. Because it's the main death of kids, and we haven't done anything. Like, after Uvalde, I expected to put in something at least. Well, I didn't expect it, but I would hope that would happen. Right. Common sense would say,
we're going to do something so this doesn't happen again.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing's been done. Which I'm frustrated that hasn't happened, because I don't get why it wouldn't.
Common sense. That the leading killer of kids are guns, yet nothing is being done to prevent those deaths.
But give me one reason why we shouldn't do anything. One logical reason.
There isn't one.
Exactly. So what's stopping us from doing any of that?
And I would love for a politician to be able to look you directly in the eye, like a child directly in the eye, when you ask that question, and then give you an answer. Because
I don't think they're going to be able to give me an answer.
I don't think so either.
And if so, it's not logical. Okay, I can give answers, but they're not logical reasons.
I can't give answers. They'll try to talk around it about, well, it wasn't the guns, it's
but I'm not talking about
mental health.
Things. I'm not talking about other things. And it doesn't matter if the moat's dead. What are we doing to prevent this? I think, because with COVID, with cancer research, we put tons of money into doing research for that. COVID, we put money because we saw that we don't want our citizens dying.
Mm-hmm.
We put money into finding a cure. So, but people are dying from this, but we're not doing anything. So what's the difference?
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. And especially that it continues to happen in schools.
Yes.
So where parents are supposed to
feel safe
letting their kids go, and for children themselves just to feel safe, like they're in school. Nothing's going to happen here. The worst thing that's going to happen here is a bad grade on a test, like that, or an argument on the playground.
Like,
that
it's
you
not
shouldn't
like
have to worry about that.
Right. Like, I shouldn't be afraid for anything, really.
Right. So let's go through again what in your New York City public schools.
Yeah.
What the lockdown process drills are like, how often you do them, and what the security is like at school.
So we have one security guard. We have security cameras everywhere, every classroom, in the halls, everywhere.
There's cameras in every classroom?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I'd actually be surprised if they're in every classroom, but maybe in the hallways.
Maybe, I think in the hallways.
Okay, yeah.
And outside the classrooms and stuff. So, what was it? What was I saying?
Security
so they're outside.
Yeah.
We have one security guard always in the front entrance. We have our doors locked most of the day.
Yeah, the entrance.
The day.
Yeah, all the doors are always locked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except in the morning when teachers come in,
mm-hmm.
but all the others locked, and there's a security guard at the front, so everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have in our school?
What type of your lockdown drills?
Our lockdown drills.
What are they like?
So we don't usually know when they happen. Sometimes we do.
No, that's a good thing.
Yeah, but so over the loudspeaker it says like lockdown drill, and the teachers they put over our windows because we have windows in our classroom, like
over the door.
The door,
yeah.
But there are windows next to the door.
Yeah.
So we put over that.
What do they put over that?
Just some like big papers.
Okay.
And then, we turn off the light. We lock the door with a key, and we sit against the closet where it's like this. So if someone like peeked in just like straight, you can't see,
mm-hmm.
and then you just sit for like 2 minutes quietly, so when no one's playing around or anything, and then the lockdown drill is lifted.
Okay, so do your teachers tell you why you're doing this?
Not really, but I do know why we do it.
I know you know why, but when they say lockdown drill, do the teachers said this is why we do a lockdown drill, or this is what a lockdown drill is?
From how I remember now. Yeah.
But everybody takes it very seriously?
Yeah.
So, like, for example, sometimes with fire drills, kids are talking outside or in the hallway, that kind of thing, but not during lockdown drills?
Not usually. Sometimes, but teachers stop it.
Okay. What percentage of your class, so this is third grade.
32 kids.
32 kids in your class. What percentage, and I know you're doing fractions now, but whether it's percentage or number of kids in your class, do you think know why you're doing a lockdown drill?
I think 25 kids.
Okay, so most of the kids know.
I think most of us do know.
Okay, good. Do you...
Maybe all of us?
In school, I know you didn't last year, I know you didn't talk about the Uvalde shooting in school.
No.
Did you talk about this one in school? So that's not from the teacher, but did any of the kids talk about it? Do kids in your class ever talk about current events, or like, hey, did you hear about this, or did you hear about that? Anything on the news? No?
Yeah.
Do you ever want to talk to another kid about it?
Not really.
No?
No. But I think it is, important that we're also not hearing about this stuff anymore, because I think that we shouldn't be hearing about this anymore. And if we're not hearing about that, means that we've put laws in place so this doesn't happen.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's just...
Yeah. I mean, I find... Do you ever... so, like, on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So the day after that. And I haven't asked you this. When you go into school or around in school that day, are you thinking about what happened Monday in Tennessee at all?
No.
No? Okay. All right, so it's not entering into your minds every day.
No.
Or really any day.
No.
During a lockdown drill, you think about,
yeah.
Okay, here's why we're doing it. How often do you do those?
Let's see. So we do, there are two different types of lockdown drills. We do like a lockdown drill or like a soft lockdown drill, which is where you literally just keep doing what you do and lock the door.
Okay.
But just a real lockdown drill where everything is like together and stuff. Let's see. We do like 3-4 here.
Okay.
We've only done like 2 this year already. We do like 4 fire drills a year, but just like 4.
Yeah. Because there's no. I mean, look for there's absolutely no reason why these guns, the assault weapons, the semi-automatic weapons, really any weapon, should be in the hands of anybody.
No.
And if you look at other countries like Australia, New Zealand, Canada, it doesn't happen.
No.
It doesn't happen. So I don't know.
I also don't think it happens in Finland, because Finland was named for the 6th year in a row the happiest country where people are always happy.
It doesn't happen there then.
And also,
yeah,
we are United States of America. When you think about it, from also the Constitution, we were supposed to be the country that shows the other countries what to do. So you're basically saying we're supposed to be having guns. We're supposed to be shooting other people.
Yeah.
Really? I don't think so.
No, this is not the example to set for the rest of the world. And then when we go into other countries to try to, preserve democracy or promote democracy, why should some of these other countries be listening to us? Look what's happening to our country.
Exactly. We're just falling apart. Which we need to patch back together, basically.
And there are some days when I think about this like all day, and I find myself in like a fog.
Yeah.
Like what is, because I'm and Mom too. Like we're always thinking, what is the best for you?
Yeah.
So we're always thinking, is New York City the best place for you? Is where will all of us be happiest together? What is best for you in school? What is best for you now in 3 years and 5 years? But not knowing what is going on in the country, and look, we're fortunate to have certain resources to be able to do certain things, but when it comes down to it, it almost feels like we're always under some sort of threat,
right?
And nobody has our back. Common sense.
Like when you think about it, really, you don't get why we have them anyway.
No,
we have them for war. But a random person like you, you don't need a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Right, and then if it's not a solution, it's not like a Band-Aid or it's going to immediately heal. Yeah. It's you start somewhere, and then you slowly but surely get all the guns off the street. And it's going to take time. Just like in other countries, it wasn't like, all right, everyone just started handing in their guns. You have programs in place that you fund to buy back the guns from different people, and then get more and more of the guns off the street. And you run these campaigns that explain why we're doing this. And you can't just there's no explanation from a politician that could say to you, hey, you, Eden, 8 years old, 3rd grader, the leading cause in death for children are guns. But here, I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to do anything about it. There's no
also,
one would do that.
I know I think in New Jersey twice a year they have where you trade in your gun and
the buybacks,
buybacks. But we need more of those and bigger ones where just people are gunning it. Because
there's got to be a coordinated effort around the country to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then stricter penalties for if you're caught with a gun.
Right.
Yeah, just none of it makes sense.
Yeah.
None of it makes sense. All right. Well, thanks for talking about this. I know it's not an easy topic, but oftentimes when we come up with topics for the podcast, there are certain things that I think are important for a kid's voice to be heard. So thanks for doing it.